Hi guys and welcome to a Now News Update. I am Jared Walters with my partner in crime, Mr. Richard Oliver, now firmly locked down in RCT in Rhondda Cynon because we have entered a local lockdown with no chance of escape in the last 24 hours or so since we're about to go into tomorrow as this is being recorded. By the time it goes out tomorrow, it will probably be the fact that it's all going to be done and dusted. Richard, how are you? And how are you feeling
I,
about this mindlessness that we're going through at the moment?
I'm okay, but are you sure you're Jared Walters? Because you said that with vigor. Yeah. Um, yeah, yeah, obviously we're in lockdown because, there is the deadliest virus known to mankind out there. And it's picking people off. And, if it's people that's in groups of more than six, you're knackered. You can't go into a shop if you're not wearing a face mask. You can go to a gym, but you must walk in there wearing a face mask. But if you do any exercise, you must take your face mask off.
And that
Um,
also applies to the pub. You can go to the pub.
yeah, the pub,
Uh,
but you can't use family
yeah, yeah.
or your bubble.
No, you
Bubble's
can't go.
been cancelled.
Yeah, you can go to the pub and you can go and get pissed, but you can't go and see family or friends.
No, don't. COVID's waiting for you. Um, yeah, it's not. I panicked. COVID's not. It's. I don't know. I don't think he's old enough to go to the pubs, so I think that's why everybody's safe.
But you got to wear a mask as you go in the pub. But when you get to the bar, you can take it off.
Yeah, yeah, and you can go to a restaurant. So, but we are not allowed out of our local constituents. But unless it's a life-threatening emergency,
All
like
this work.
or work or testing, like if you've got new glasses, you can go quite far. If you've got new glasses, I
Yeah.
think you're covered on that one.
Well,
So
we're covered, as the courts would say, but we're covered on precedent because if it works for Dominic Cummings.
yeah. So if you've got new glasses, you're all right. At least you just tell them you're testing them.
Although I'm blind as a bat, so you guys know I'm partially blind. I do actually have a pair of glasses. But also, I have, guys, a magnifier. So,
Oh, that
you
might
can,
get you double miles.
yeah, that I wonder if this will get me to London and back.
I got an eye patch. If I got an eye patch, can I get me like? Can I go to Cardiff? So I can you see? I, I'm just testing my good eye. Oh, well,
Scientists find gas
yeah,
linked to life in atmosphere of Venus.
gas. So they found a fart in outer space. All the science they've spent, all the money they've spent, all the billions of pounds, the first thing they find in outer space is a fart. So I think hats off to myself. I think they deserve our admiration for that, because
Well,
that's a pretty big. It must be a pretty big fart, mine. But that's what it is. They found a gas in the atmosphere. I think it's about 30 miles above the planet's surface. I can't. I'm trying. But it's the word I was asking you, right?
phosphine 30.
Phosphine,
Phosphine. It's called
which is
phosphine.
a really stinky gas, obviously because it's made of farts, and it's really on planet Earth. It smells like either garlic or a moldy fish. So not the best. So no wonder they found it. Um, and apparently it's coming from microbes from the planet. It's this gas. It can only become sort of like it's farts basically. It's just fart gas. It comes off organic material. So they thinking they found some sort of like. I think if they found a fart that big, they want to get a closer look because it could be huge. It's all well and good saying, oh, it's just microbes. I reckon it's a ginormous alien creature down there blowing off. I mean, there's sulfuric acid on the planet, so it's definitely got indigestion problems
Well,
for starters.
we've had fires, floods, locusts, the plague this year. So, like, doesn't like Revelation speak of a dragon or something?
Oh, that's what. Yeah, it could. Oh yeah, it could be.
It could be the
I,
dragon comes from Venus. Well, the Venus was the planet of love. So
yeah,
perhaps the dragon wants to come and spread the love, but
yeah, it could
and
come just blow us all away with a ginormous gaff.
spreading the love through farts.
Yeah, he must be someone. Imagine he go up here, you got some mighty S boy now, grabs a big cup of it, right? He's travelled to Venus, he's come back, he's brought it back to Earth because he's a mighty S astronaut, and he's gonna open that cup, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's gonna be the first one to smell an alien's fart. That's a big deal. Like they're gonna name a school after you for that. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know. They're saying it's microbes, because obviously this is produced, like I said, on Earth through like gas produced from living things. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. An astronomer was the first person to sort of detect it with this fancy telescope.
Whereas the James Clerk Maxwell Telescope in Hawaii in 2019, the ALMA telescope in Chile, both revealed a signature of phosphine in the upper cloud deck of Venus. Isn't this like all a bit underwhelming?
Well, yeah, they're gonna drip feed it. They're gonna drip feed it into us. It's gonna be. We did say it a couple of months back after the Pentagon released the thing. This is how I think they're gonna do it, and they're gonna slowly but surely just drip feed it into the public until it becomes nothing, until it becomes underwhelming, and then they're just gonna sort of like, before we know it, you literally. You stood in a queue in Asda's next to someone from Alpha Centauri. It's going to be that dramatic without being dramatic.
The Japanese military have been given instructions to record and report sightings of unidentified aerial objects which could pose a potential threat to the country's security. Now, this is the thing as well. It's like it's being posted as a narrative of being a threat. And
they have this rumours that they have been told to engage, because it does seem like a threat to their military security.
We've covered this on the Penn Turk incident, so we've done the podcast for the Penn Turk incident. While the popular imagination has been excited by UFOs, the military takes UAPs, as they are formally known, very seriously. The risk for security officials is that the spotted aircraft are something which an untrained observer is unable to identify, but which could be a foreign incursion into domestic airspace.
I think that there's a lot more to this story, right? A lot more. And the reason they're getting a bit uptight about it, same thing with all the Elon Musk Starlink malarkey that just happened and has all of a sudden disappeared, is they know something's out there. And they know something is out there that has maybe vested interest in the best of humanity. And it does seem like they're not, obviously not happy about it. If you look, if you're watching this, right, look at the world, right, look at like the communism in China, right, and look at the way they treat their people, right. You look at just on that scenario, right. Yeah. Then if there was beings out there with the potential to free said people, to free them from that sort of tyranny, which it is, and allow them to be free, then they're obviously not going to be happy, are they? They're not just going to take that, and they're going to make up stuff. Any beings of a spiritual nature, right, who have travelled the universe, had a good long time to think about stuff, and has maybe decided free beings who are being oppressed or just basically slavery, then we are a good candidate for that kind of action. Mm-hmm. So there we are. That's, and if you look at the way the world is at the moment,
well, it's 2020 has done. I would literally say that this year, we look at like the message that Steve Huff had, the messages we've had. You know, the message Steve Huff had, it was 3 simple words, and that was the world ends. And in a sense, the world has ended. It's just what we're dealing with at the moment is the death throes.
Yeah, you can't
go back from this. You can't come back from this.
You cannot go back.
You know, we have everyone.
It is only forward.
And everyone now has been affected by either the global situation, then, you know, and all aspects of that, whether it's lockdowns, whether it's the virus itself, whether it's you know, the Black Lives Matter stuff, whether it's, you know, and all these things are coming to the surface, and you know, it's a question of how it's actually stayed as it is for so long at the moment is just I don't know. It's how it hasn't exploded, especially America. Like, bless them. You know, we got some brilliant friends in America, and I don't want to see anything bad happen to anyone in America. You know, I've got some really good friends.
I have family there. I have family there.
Yeah, you know, so I don't want anything, but how that is just the way that is actually going is you know, is bloody
just
crazy.
A bit of more news as well. We're going through a solar cycle. It's called
solar. Forgot about that.
Yes, yeah, a new cycle. NASA has reported this. It's called Solar Cycle 25, and normally your average solar cycle lasts for about 11 years, but this one's going to end by about 25, and they reckon it's going to really cause some extreme space weather. And again, looking at the solar activity for 2019, they reckon this next cycle is going to cause some problems for us astronauts and the like. So yeah, here we go. Sun flares. So anything at the moment, you can't call it, can you? You just can't call it.
Well, you think about it, you know, I would definitely be like a bit of an act of God, wouldn't it? For
it's 2020. What can you say? It's the news. It's what's come in. Like, it's just never ended. They found God farting in space. You know, the Japanese are chasing aliens. Yeah. The sun's gonna just, you know, I don't know, put on a disco. It's anything and everything. It's all gonna happen.
Well, okay, thank you for joining us for Now News, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.
Love and light, para peeps. See you in the next.
Hi guys, it's Jared from Paranormal Now. I hope you like the channel and hope you like the content. If you do, check out some of the other videos on screen now and click the button below to subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you soon. Take care of yourselves.